In the Hypixel Pit, my iron sword does 3 hearts of damage. But what's the most damage you could do in a single hit? The most damage ever done in a rage pit, which is 5 minutes, is 124,000 by Kdcon. This was not in one hit though, this was 3 hearts of damage, a ridiculous amount of times. In the pit there is an enchant called Wolf Packs. Every kill you get spawns a wolf, which deals 3 hearts of damage. There's also an enchant called Somber, which applies on Dark Pants, which negates all mystic enchants, Wolf Packs being one of them. Using a glitch in 2020, by using a glitch in 2019, when you wore Dark Pants, the wolves still attacked you, and the game registered it as damage, although you were not taking any. Since the wolves could keep getting hit without getting knocked back, using this combination you could do a ridiculous amount of damage. The most damage you could deal in a single hit, however, is a lot more complicated. The single enchant which deals the most plain damage is Billionaire 3, which deals 6.5 hearts of damage on hit but costs 350 gold to click once. The pants that increase your damage the most are B100 pants. They deal plus 1% per 100 gold bounty you could have. The highest bounty you could have in pit is 5,000 gold, but it's doubled on Highlander at 10,000, meaning plus 100% damage. However, it is possible to get an even higher bounty. Through the minor event, everyone gets a bounty, everyone gets 100 gold added to their bounty. And through extensive AFK, a player named Pick Community AFK'd 4,000 hours and achieved a 99,200 gold bounty. With this, the combination Billionaire 3 and Be Underpants would deal 1,092% extra damage, or approximately 35.5 hearts. Assuming Shark 3 does not have a cap, if we added Shark 3 to the Billionaire, it could do an extra 7% damage for 78 other players, which, once again assuming it does not cap at 35%, which some people says it does, and some people say it does not, it would deal an additional 546% damage, bringing our total to an increase of 1,638% damage. However, in the real pit, Shark 3 Billionaire 3 is an item many players will never touch or even look at. There's a server called Hypixel where any player can test out whatever mystic they want, fight other players, and see how it feels to streak with some of the best items in the game. This Hypixel has a very competitive leaderboard and is great to practice your skills 1v1 in. But anyways, we should get back to the video. This is where adding damage gets complicated. Add damage with RGMs, we would have to take off the B100 pants, sacrificing about 1,000% extra damage, and any other source of adding damage are minuscule in compared to all the other things adding damage currently. Strength Chain, First Strike, and Marathon deal a combined increase of 93% extra damage, while Beast, Fighter Flight, and AAA Raid Stakes add an additional 65. To add any more damage, we need the person getting hit to take damage on their own. First, I would like to say though, we are very close to being this channel in subscribers, so if you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. The highest streak ever hit in a public lobby is 34,750 kills, by me. However, the highest streak ever hardbied is 63,000. This will become very important in a minute, but what these two streaks have in common is they are miles away from the highest theoretical streak. The lobby hardbind grants about 15 kills a second, which would be about 22 on King's map due to the shorter drop time for the bots. Since a pit lobby lasts 20 Minecraft days, and each Minecraft day in the pit is 36 minutes rather than 20, a pit lobby could last for 720 minutes or 12 hours. If you get 22 kills a second for 12 hours, is a grand total of 950,400 kills. However, Assistant to the Streaker adds 1 kill for every 4th kill, meaning that 950,000 would be bumped up to 1.3 million. On Beast Mode, you take 0.1 hearts of base damage for 5 kills above 50, meaning you would take 26,000 hearts of base damage on a theoretical bot streak of 1.3 million. If we multiply this by our plus 1,800% damage from B100 Pants, Bill 3, and Shark, we would get an astonishing 468,000 damage. On the kill streak to the moon, however, damage is taken as percent, not increased base damage. This means the 1,800% increase would be almost negligible, so instead, we must go to increase base damage. The base damage of a diamond sword in the Hypixel Pit is 7 damage. The base damage of a diamond axe, 8 damage. The base damage of a diamond spade, however, is 7 damage with plus 1 heart per piece of diamond armor worn, meaning it could do a total of 11 damage to full diamond. In the early stages of the game, Sharp 1 diamond swords did exist, which had an even higher base damage than normal diamond swords. 8.25 is a lot less than 11, but one event created a sword that dealt even more than a combat speed to full diamond. I do not have the details of how it was created exactly, but to my knowledge, there is an event in the pit called Blockhead. In Blockhead, when you kill someone, the blocks around you turn into blocks of your assigned block. And on the Genesis map, there are naturally occurring anvils which are not functional, to create the illusion of a pot for a bush. From what I've heard, after Blockhead reset the map, the anvil was a vanilla anvil. After using a fishing rod to fish the diamond swords, they would no longer have NBT tags, causing them to be vanilla items. Vanilla items have different properties as they are not limited by the game's code. Now, they could put Sharp 1 swords in to create Sharp 2 swords, Sharp 2 to 3, and finally 3 to 4, which took 16 Sharp 1 swords, but it created a vanilla Sharp 4 sword which has durability, meaning it could not be used practically, but could be used for a few hits. Now that we have a Sharp 4 sword, and each level of sharpness adds 1.25 damage, the Sharp 4 sword would do 12 base damage, one more than a combat speed. The To the Moon Mega Shriek deals an extra 10% damage per 20 kills, or plus 0.5 damage per kill. This equates to about an extra 650,000% extra damage, or about 39,000 hearts of damage. This means the most damage you could do in a single hit is from Beast at 486,000 damage. But this is not the most damage you could do in a single pit lobby. If each bow count has 10 hearts, and volley double check buying a full lobby can get you 950,000 kills in the span of a pit lobby. This means you will have done 9.5 million damage in one pit lobby. To put all of this into perspective, an iron sword does 6 damage. The amount of damage the highest possible hit could do is about 480,000. A prestige 12 player with about 300 hours does not have this amount of damage dealt overall across every hit. The most damage you could do in a pit lobby is about 9 million. This is only 1/5 of the most damage ever dealt from the Dark Pants Wolfpack glitch. And if Kadekon could get 125,000 damage in only 5 minutes, and there is 720 minutes in a pit lobby, this means he would end up in a full pit lobby with 18 million damage, almost double the fastest possible botting method ever in pit. But the most damage that ever has been done in the Hypixel Pit in one lobby would go to Hazel and Oshill's 63,000 Shriek, which would have required 1,200,000 damage, based on each bot having 10 hearts and having about 50% damage reduction. This is only the most legitimate damage, because I assume Wolfpack Heresy did get more in some lobby, but I cannot confirm this. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, I made it in 4 hours before school started, so if you want to see more of it, just leave a comment and subscribe. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace.